It is an Australian tag team match. In the ring from Havana, Cuba, the Cuban Assassi. His partner is from Warner Robins, Georgia. This is Ron Simmons. Their opponents are now coming to the ring area from Cincinnati, Ohio, Lion Bryan. His partner, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion from Atlanta, Georgia, Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Oh boy, Bob, I'm loving it. This should be a dandy as Lion Bryan over the top rope and flies into that ring.
Well, we got two great athletes here in Lion Bryan and Tommy Wildfire Rich. But I tell you, not having teamed together, it's going to be interesting to see how they work as a tag team. They're in against two really big, strong, roughed-up guys in the Cuban Assassin and Ron Simmons. They're great athletes. It's going to be a test.
No question about it. And starting out, the Cuban Assassin. And Lion Bryan will be opening it up. Wildfire over there, storming the troops up there, getting them ready in the height to get a little momentum going here.
Well, this Bryan is a whale of an athlete.
Boy, Cuban Assassin kind of cooled that momentum off. Hooked him in a side headlock, ripped him with several right hands, whipped him across the ring. He was too late. Missed him and went all the way over and down on the floor.
The guy cut a flip. He went over the top rope, cut a flip. Wonder he didn't kill himself when he hit that floor. Look at that move by Bryan. Hey, I tell you, this is a guy that's got it all in that package of his. And I tell you, when it comes with experience, this guy's going to be something to behold in the ring.
Tommy drops down on the shoulder. Double axe handled him right there at the shoulder and hooks up to a bar on the Cuban Assassin. Referee Tommy Young checking in to be sure the tags are clean and all. As Rich takes strongman Ron Simmons over and down, makes the tag to Flying Bryan. Watch it. He's balanced, sailing off, and he gave the same treatment to Ron Simmons.
Well, they're working very well as a tag team, Lance. We mentioned that at the beginning of the match. They're tagging often. They're keeping that fresh man in just like they've teamed together a number of times.
He went up across him, and so strong as this Ron Simmons, he just grabbed that bundle of muscle right out of midair, dropped him down, rips him with a right hand, and Simmons whips him across. Nice slide underneath, comes up behind, hooks him 1, 2, and big drop kick follows it. Flying Bryan goes with another one, trying to make it pay off right here, but Simmons gets to the corner. Smart move to tag the Assassin.
All right, and the Assassin now got to come in. He's going to try to slow it down. I'm sure of that. And Rich is ready. Look outside as he's now just clapping and egging on Bryan. He said, man, you got it going. Keep it going. Lance, right here, quickly, let's remind all of our wrestling fans that next week right here, we're going to have some of the tremendous highlights from this past Tuesday night. And if fans, if you missed that nationwide television this past Tuesday, don't miss this program next week.
Flying Bryan off those ropes. He almost unscrewed the Cuban Assassin's head. Comes over the top. Catches him with a flying cross press on him. As he took him down, Flying Bryan picks him back up and nails him with a big chop. Rolls him back in to get official with it. And Flying Bryan really looking very, very good tonight thus far. Double whip into the rope. Double elbow, and the Cuban Assassin down on the deck when Tommy Rich takes over. Standing side headlock, Bob.
Well, the pace of the match has certainly favored Rich and Bryan. They want to keep the pace fast and furious. That's the way it's been. Hey, let me remind our fans, too, right here, Lance, that Midnight Express and Jim Cornette yet to come during this hour.
You betcha. That'll be our final one coming up here in a bit. Down on the deck is Wildfire Tommy Rich. And the turnaround came to Ron Simmons' liking. As referee Tommy Young talking, and Bryan trying to tell the referee, but too late. Tommy Rich caught and almost hung. 1, 2, oh, boy. He just got that right shoulder up at that count of 2. Tommy hooks the waist, trying to take a little pressure off. Front face locked by the Cuban assassin as he makes the tag on Ron Simmons. Simmons ripping with that powerhouse right of his. Clubs him with a forearm. Man, look at him fire, Bob.
Well, I tell you, you're always in the ball game when you got the size and the power of a guy like Ron Simmons and that Cuban assassin, a guy like that in your corner, too. Boy, I tell you, it can always turn on a dime.
Ron Simmons watches and makes the tag on the Cuban assassin as Rich was trying to get over to Flying Brian. Didn't do it. Big tight suplex right there on Wildfire. Count of 2, not enough, but it certainly indicated what their intentions are. Pounded him in the lower back, and Tommy Rich might need to fight his way over to that corner and get Flying Brian back in. He's taken some pounding in there. Big elbow misses as Tommy was out of the way. There's the tag going on Ron Simmons, and Tommy is yet to get to Brian. He does now. Makes the tag. The young Cincinnati fella is in there and going at it. Catches him with a drop kick. Scoops him up in the air and down. Look at another one of those drop kicks. Boy, this Flying Brian can move. A whip. Ron Simmons picks him up and slams him down. Is this it? 1, 2, and Tommy Rich may have saved it for him, Bob.
Well, it'd be a big feather in the cap of Simmons and the assassin here. Both of these teams trying to move up the ladder, and a win here is going to do a lot for both of them.
Flying Brian thrown over the rope. Tommy Rich back up on the outside, and as the Cuban assassin comes in, sunset flip with Simmons down. Oh, he sits on him once. Wait, what? Just before he got him, Tommy Rich came over, kicked those hands. Brian, 1, 2, 3, he got him.
The winners of this match, the team of Tommy Wildfire Rich and Flying Brian.
Well, it was Rich there for the save, and Brian needed it. Watch it again right here, Lance.
Pounds the shoulder into the midsection. Flying Brian over with that sunset flip, but watch what the assassin does. Catches his balance, sits down on him, and while Simmons grabs a hand, Rich breaks him up. What a good save, Bob. And then comes the count. We've got more great action in the Express in a moment.